5-year plan for Thrash and thoughts on the current progress of both companies. 5-year plan. So this will get the fucking Jeep out of here. This always happens in my interviews, like in Japan. When I'm talking, the fucking ambulance goes off.
Now we are going to Shin Osaka Station.
Hello everyone, it is me. It is I, Yusuf of Thrash. So today I will be answering the questions you guys sent when I posted that little thing a few weeks ago, taking what I think are the best 5 questions that I can go in depth about. So let's do it.
Our first question comes from Damo Gogo. 5-year plan for Thrash and thoughts on the current progress of both companies.
Okay, 5-year plan for Thrash. As I've teased, we make a couple little animations here or there. I haven't made any recently. Thrash is going to be expanding, doing other things as well as producing seats and steering wheels and all that kind of cool stuff. We're gonna keep doing that. I'd like to hold stock in America finally, and I'd like to hold stock in Japan. Plan to do that kind of fell through because COVID started. We were gonna start that in 2020, but my visa got denied. Couldn't come over to Japan and sort the warehouse out and all that stuff. So that's been on hold, but I'm going back to Japan in about 10 days, get back on track with that. I'm gonna try and produce 1 new seat a year. We got a new style recliner that'll fit with like the newer drift cars like GR86 and all that kind of stuff. It's not really like an old shape, but it's not gonna be too futuristic and weird looking. Working on new steering wheels, just, keep producing cool interior stuff. KW exchange, most of the Japanese cars are sold, which is good timing because I'm leaving. I don't want to leave that up to anybody else, be a burden. Yeah, when I get back, I'm just gonna handle biz for that company, get the apartment ready, get the drift cars ready for all you guys. And over the next 5 years, we can just have a lot of people come from overseas and have a good time in Japan with both companies.
Our second question comes from No G Works. What kind of budget would you need for 2 good weeks in Japan, excluding hotel?
This is a question I get a lot. How much do I need for a week or 2 weeks, or me and my wife want to come on our honeymoon or whatever. It totally depends on what you want to do. Like, you could survive 2 weeks in Japan on like $100, but you'll be in the middle of nowhere and you'll be eating like crackers. I'd say, 2 solid weeks of like, oh, we're gonna take the train here, we're gonna eat at this restaurant I've been dying to eat at, that kind of stuff, like $500-600 excluding hotel. And then if you're gonna go like book everything through us, you can use our hotel, which I'm very excited to go like decorate and stuff, because I got about 300 option magazines, 300 fucking car videos and stuff that we're gonna put in there, be a bunch of old video game consoles and stuff. Like, it's gonna be a really cool spot that you guys are gonna want to stay at in Osaka.
Our third question comes from Technological. Is there something you're super excited about but you're not allowed to say anything? If so, what is that thing you shouldn't be saying anything about?
So you want me to say something about the thing that I'm not supposed to say anything about? Well, the main thing a lot of people have been asking is, let me see the FRS Aero, let me see the FRS Aero. It's like, I'm sure many of you are aware that when one company puts something out, like a teaser, another company just comes and takes it. I haven't posted any teasers because there not really is any. I think I've showed a few people what the general idea is. Okay, I've been into these cars since 2002. I've seen all the styles, I've done all that shit. I'm not super nostalgic about like holding on to like a certain era or style, but I do know that even though all these new cars look like horseshoe crabs and weird fucking like sharp pointy things, like you can tone it down and make them fit into like the image of early 2000s or like mid to like D1 street legal kind of stuff, so that's what I'm gonna do with that car. That's one thing I'm super, super excited on, because I shipped my FRS from America to Osaka. It's sitting there waiting for me. So in about a week and a half, we're taking it over to the Aero builder, and I'm gonna tell him the design, show him these pictures, and he's gonna get to work on it like right away. That's what I'm excited about.
Our fourth question comes from JP Style. When are you guys selling more seats? Sold out?
Now, I don't know the exact number, but we have Street Spec Alpha, Circuit Spec Beta 1. We have a wide, we have a regular. The pink seat, we have the Street Spec Delta. We have the new FIA seat. We have like 3 or 4 other options of seats, and all of them come in like 7 different colors with the option of like 4 or 5 different backings. So like, that's a lot of seats to keep in stock. And to be straight up, like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put that on someone to like have all this stock just sitting here, maybe selling, maybe not selling. Like, that's why we do pre-sale, because you get to pick exactly what you want. And I know the wait times suck now, but that's like totally out of my control. COVID, shipping lines are backed up. Material costs have gone up and like availability has gone down. Like, you know, there's a lot of things at play here, but you know, doing one pre-sale a year is like plenty for us to like continue doing all the projects we want to do. You just got to get in on the pre-sale. That's it.
And our final question's from El Brewmeister. Thrash racing drift events in the US and Japan? Sorry if this has been addressed already.
This car will be at Super D. But beyond that, I would definitely want to start my own little, not a competition series, but just an event where you have to drive good and there will be a winner. I'd like to do that in America, and I'd also like to do that in Japan. It's a pretty simple question, but yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing events. There's a lot of things that I've wanted to do over the past 2 years, but so much needs to be handled in Japan before I can even start thinking about all the other projects we have going on.
What is your ideal event that you want to host?
Like an old option video. You got to qualify to get into top 32. Then we pick the best 16 to go against each other, then 8, then 4, then 2, and then someone's a winner and they get cashed out and they get cool prizes. It doesn't need to be overly complicated, really. Like, I don't want to make it something that's so complicated that we need all kinds of people from all these different companies to come and help like make it happen. I want it to be something where it's like, I rent the track, I fly over the Japanese judges, whoever wants to sponsor the event can. The judges are legit judges and the people win, everyone's happy. A lot of people make things a lot more complicated than they need to be. I said it. Like I said, I'm gonna be going back to Japan in about 10 days, so prepare to see a lot more content. Like, I'm not really a vlogger or a blogger or whatever, but I know a lot of people are interested in what goes on in Japan and business deals and just like, you know, seeing day-to-day life there. So I'm gonna try and take video and send it off to Alex, and he'll be able to compile and make a cool little video for you guys. Hopefully once a week. Might be a little slow getting started, but I'll figure it out. My previous job, I know a lot of people like Supermade, Origin. I know all the people who run that. So we're gonna be going and talking to them about things. And I wanna introduce you guys to all the people at KW, like my partner and all the people who work at the shop. I'll show you guys the cars we have for sale, for rent, the type of work we can do, all of our tow trucks, and show you guys like decorating the apartment. Speaking of that, the engine builder just walked by. He's building the K24s for the FRS and for the D1 Lights car with Mifune. So I'll take video of that, photos, try and keep you guys updated. My yellow Silvia needs my love very bad. It's been sitting for 2 years now, so God knows what the gas tank looks like and all that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna be hanging out with people like Casey, shirts tucked in. I know he's like a pretty private guy, but I'm gonna fucking shove the camera in his face so he has to talk. Casey, I'm coming for you. Trying to get Alex a visa to come over and shoot video for, 2 or 3 months. We're gonna try and get Andre over there to help me as well with a lot of these projects. Some of you may not know that. He came over and helped me when I was loading containers for another company. People were really impressed with his work and knowledge of cars, like Naoki. He's helped build multiple cars for Naoki. Naoki really respects him and even sent him a message not too long ago like, damn, I want you on my D1 team because I know you know how to knock stuff out like fast. Yeah, he's got respect from Naoki. We're gonna try and get him over there on a business visa as well. As you guys saw, like my little animation clips, I'm gonna get into that a bit more. The artist and animator team over there, they've been waiting for me for 2 years. So I've got to go talk to them about what the next step is. You guys should be seeing a Kickstarter coming out soon for the manga series. We're gonna have like 6 issues, I think. We'll do a little behind the scenes video on that. Another thing I'm doing is I'm sending over my fully built, like I'm talking about a fucking car, my fully built PC and my next level racing motion sim. The plan also was to just stream on Twitch. I used to play computer games a lot. I used to be a pro Counter-Strike player, so I understand the potential of like cyberspace into a business or whatever, however the fuck you want to say it. I want to do a lot more like sim racing stuff. So sending all that over there, starting servers, doing little online competitions and tournaments, all kinds of stuff with real prizes. Like, win a seat. It doesn't bother me to give away a seat for a computer game tournament. Like, seriously. You guys help so much whenever I ask, like, does anyone know someone who does this? I get like 50 messages. Be prepared to help me with all that because I don't know anything about it anymore. In addition to Michael doing graphic design for us too, we're bringing on Desire DDRS, wherever his Instagram name will be. He's gonna help me start designing things and liveries for cars and stuff. So stay tuned, look out for that. That'll be really cool. We have some good ideas in store. Some kind of like classic Japanese tuning shop vibe ideas. That'll be really cool. So as for our Japanese Japanese drivers, like, you know, I pretty much sponsored most of them right when the pandemic broke out. So we're gonna go do videos with like Tomoya, Ryota, Mifune, as well as a couple other people I've been eyeing and want to sponsor. There's also a lot of drivers in D1 who just don't have seat sponsors. So just go to a couple of the D1 Lights events and scope out the talent, see who's cool to work with. Thrash, even in the past, they didn't sponsor a lot of the very, very big guys because they were all sponsored by you know who. But they sponsored a lot of the cool drivers with the cool cars who, you know, they didn't place the highest, but they weren't bad. So I'm kind of in the same mindset of like, I want to work with people who have a cool car, who are still very good at drifting. You know, they need a little help. And if it's exposure to you guys, making videos like about them to give them exposure worldwide, or just whatever I can do for them, we'll try and do it. Also, I want to bring over our drivers once tourists are allowed to come, because I'm sure you guys saw the old Super D video when Animal Style came. Like, that was a really great event, and people really like were stoked on their cars and their driving at Mahon. So we got Brandon Strong, we got Rich Whiteman. Sorry, Rich. It almost feels wrong saying your name sometimes, but yeah, we have a lot of people that, you know, it'd be really cool to have them over in Japan driving. And on top of that, we still have the person who won the raffle, who won the free trip to Japan, and they haven't wanted me to announce who they are. They're not like some famous person, but they wanted to keep it under wraps. But we're gonna do like a video with them when they come, which will kind of show you what KW has to offer to someone who has a tour. And he has a very, he has another hobby that I think will make his video very fun. But in the meantime, we'll just prepare for you guys' arrival. Besides that, like if there's anything else you guys want to see, just put it in the comments or something, because I'm totally open to ideas, because you're the people I'm like catering to. So you tell me what you want to see. This isn't about me. I'll do what I want during my private time. Thrash and KW Exchange is for you guys. So tell me what you want to see. I'll try and make it happen.
I think about you when we are not together.